Hey, I'm Melinda Haynes, license number 102308. When I was a new therapist, I wanted to give away all of my therapy sessions. I thought it wasn't fair that I had, this education or insight or experience to help people live a better life, and I was charging for it. I felt like I wanted to just stand on top of a mountain and shout it out to people and say, look, here, I have a way, a path to healing. I have some information. This can be done. I've done it, and look, let's go. And I just couldn't get my head around this idea of charging people for this service. I just thought it's part of being a compassionate human to give this stuff away. So I had to learn through, the next couple of years, just learn the process of being a therapist, that it's a service that we provide as therapists. We have training, we have years of training and education and internship and, the hard knocks and everything that goes along with it behind us. But then when we think about the value moving forward, okay, I'm not just giving somebody 50 minutes. I am changing or helping to change, helping to transform not only their life, but the life of maybe generations that come after them. So if you're working with an individual and they have kids, or maybe they don't have kids yet, you could be changing the way they become a parent, the way they look at, family life, the way they interact with people. There's so many different ways that this can go. And so when you think about the different trajectories that could be happening here and the things that you're changing in your client's life, that's invaluable. You can't put a price on that. So because, you worked with them maybe for, a year, maybe 6 months, maybe a year and a half, you worked with them and they paid you a weekly fee. What does that dollar amount translate into? As far as their future and their children's future and their grandchildren's future and so on, the trajectory of this therapy process. So that's a part of it, but then also you have the practical side. You've got your overhead, you have maybe an office, you have some papers that you have to print out, ink, stuff like that. You got to pay for a printer, a fax, copy machine. So you've got all that stuff. Maybe you use an EHR, one of those online programs to keep your notes. There's all these different kinds of expenses that go into it now, and we all know about, renewing our license, getting our continuing education units, those kinds of things, insurance, general insurance, professional liability insurance. There are a lot of expenses that go into the overhead of being a therapist. So that has to be worked into it. And then finally, there's the whole aspect of just in general, in a society where, we buy and sell things. If I go get my toenails done, or if I hire a plumber, for example, I'm not going to sit here and say, well, why don't, you know how to plunge a toilet, why can't you just come over here and do it for free? I'm not going to say that to him, and I'm not going to go over to the nail salon and just say, well, you paint nails all day long, like this should be really easy for you, just go ahead and do mine for free, or for, half price or whatever. I'm not going to say that. I'm going to say, this is your specialty, this is what you do, and I'm going to pay you your rate, because that's what we do as humans. We pay each other for services that we need. And, maybe one day down the line, somebody will get a referral from somebody or whatever. And so it all kind of, comes around. So anyways, I just wanted to give a little bit of encouragement to the new therapists who are struggling with charging for their services, or struggling with, how do I come up with a fair rate? So, check it out in your area, see what other people are charging. You can kind of see what the new people are charging versus what the other people are charging that have been more experienced, they're seasoned, they've been around a while, and also what level of education they have. So a PhD, for example, might be able to charge $200 or more per hour, but somebody who has a master's level might have to charge a little bit less, for example, $150, $175, something like that. Now, we can't say, we can't put a blanket mark on all, what therapists charge or anything like that, because of course it varies according to where you live, your education, your specialty. There are some specialties that, they're kind of rare. And so you can charge a little bit more for being a specialist in a certain area. So it's very individual. It's according to where you live and your education level and all that. So anyways, I just wanted to give you that bit of encouragement. We do have a valuable profession, and we need to honor it and cherish it and value it ourselves, and we need to understand that there is a dollar amount that's going to be placed on our time and our service. So I hope that that was helpful to you. I do appreciate you guys that are coming new into the profession. Have a great day.